Welcome to the fourth game of the first season post-fantasy draft as the 32 and 11 first place Tampa Bay Rays take on the 25 and 17 second place Boston Red Sox. As you can see, Tampa is hitting 330 as a team, 298 ERA. Boston batting 270 as a team with a 411 ERA. This is in Boston on dynamic difficulty, beautiful, historic Fenway Park. Going for the Tampa Bay Rays will be the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bob Gibson. He is 4-2 with a 3.54 ERA. And we are going to be subbing out a lot of people on this one. Our entire outfield will be subbed out. Mantle will go to first base as we DH for Buck O'Neill. Give him a day off. Maybe. O'Neill might just have to stay in for this one. So we'll put it back the way it was. Now to get this lineup in order. I'll basically be three separate lineups. Alright. That's as good as it's going to get right now. For the Tampa Bay Rays, leading off and playing second base, Rod Carew. At short, batting second, Jorge Mateo. DHing and hitting third, Mickey Mantle. Batting cleanup at the hot corner, Trey Turner. Manning center field and hitting fifth, Jose Siri. And right field, batting sixth, Andrew McCutchen. At first base, batting seventh, Buck O'Neill. Left field, playing in front of the monster, batting eighth, Randy Arozarena, and backing up, second leadoff man tonight, catcher Yanier Diaz. For the Bo Sox, it will be Jackie Robinson at second base, Johnny Damon at center field, Jeff Bagwell at first base, Alec Burleson DHing, Brooke Robinson, Ellie De La Cruz. Brooks will be at third base. Ellie De La Cruz at shortstop. Shane Langoliers catching. Mike Cameron right field. Colton Cowser left field if they do not change it like has been known to happen in the past. Looks like they're going to keep the same lineup that you saw pregame. Through the fog of war, as it were. The Rays have taken the first two games of the series. This is game 3 of a 4-game set. Overcast night here in Boston. Looks like the wind will be blowing out towards left center. We'll get a gauge on that here in just a second as the Red Sox take the field. The third innings pitch, a high 6.33 ERA, a whip of just shy of 1.5. 35 strikeouts all the season, good enough for 16.3% of the batters he's faced. Here comes Rockaroo leading off, 348 batting average. And the wind is blowing straight out of center field at 3 miles an hour. Arnola lined the delivery of the pitch, and it's a four-seamer outside to start the ball game. The Red Sox, 25-17, they hold the first wild card seed so far. Way too early to be worrying about that, as we are only in May. Arnola throws second pitch of the ball game, sinker in there, strike call. Knuckle curve fastball and some junk will be thrown by Nola as he throws it high and inside. Running the count to 2-1. Knuckle curve fastball, sinker, changeup, and cutter. The repertoire for Mr. Aaron Nola. Throws a changeup, gets him out in front, fouls it off to the right side, evening up the count at 2-2.
Full count.
Knuckle curve outside, runs the count full. Mateo on deck. Comes a 3-2 count. Circle change, fouled it off, staying alive. Got the curveball, stays back on it, drives it to left field, but the fielder is there and makes the play. 85 off the bat. Jammed him a little bit on it. It gets a fly out to the opposite field. Tampa Bay has stolen 25 bases this year. That's good for 10th in the American League. Comes Jorge Mateo, 229, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Everybody looking to be patient.
No, that
Try to get back into that Boston bullpen that they've had a lot of success against so far in the series. As that fastball's up and out of the strike zone, taken for a ball. Here comes second pitch of the at-bat. It's a fastball. It's inside. It's sticking for a ball. And
2-0.
Mateo quickly in front of Nola, 2-0.
3-0.
Aaron Nola getting the ball and throwing as he misses with that knuckle curve inside. And the count is 3-0. Mateo will be taking all the way. Looks at that fastball on the inside edge for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Ideal hitter's count here. Gets a sinker away, drives it hard, but right at the second baseman on one hop, tosses over to first and gets him by a mile. 2 down.
Third, the designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Here comes Mickey Mantle, 312 batting average, 5 home runs, 33 RBIs. He's looking for something to drive. Gets it and just underneath it to the left side. 0-1. Gets a fastball down and in and drives it to center field, but it's going to fall well short of the track, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rays in the top of the first. After a half inning, Boston coming up. Here's Bob Gibson, his 8th appearance, 4-2 record, 48 in the third innings pitched, 3.54 ERA, respectable. A whip of 101, he's striking out 30.1% of the batters he faces. He has 55 strikeouts on the season. Here comes Jackie Robinson, 6-time All-Star, 274 hitter this year, 33 runs scored, 17 stolen bases. And not someone to be taken lightly. He gets on, can lead to all kinds of problems on the bases. He looks to square around, bunt, sinker ball down, fouls it off, and is quickly behind 0-1.
2.
Sinker outside edge at the thigh, strike 2, and Jackie is quickly behind 0-2. Gibson not afraid to come right at hitters. Gets him a swing way in front of that slider. And down goes Jackie Robinson on 3 pitches for the first strikeout of the evening for Bob Gibson. Gibson very intense, very come forward, come right at you. He's not going to beat around the bush or pick around the edges. He's going to come right at you, Tell you to hit it if you can. He's the reason they lowered the mound in the late 60s from 15 inches to
ball.
10. There's a curveball's missed
1-0.
down and low, down and outside, taken for a ball. Johnny Damon, 249 hitter, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. One 0 pitch.
Back.
Fastball over the outside third, taken for a strike. Johnny Damon, 239 home runs, 19 seasons in the majors. As that count is even at 1-1. Gets in there, pulls the bat in, gets ahead of that slider down and in, and takes it to left center. Siri grabs it quickly and gets it in.
Batting third,
And Damon with a 1-out single.
Jack Bagwell.
Here comes Bagwell, 351 on the year. Speed threat over at first base. Bagwell has been a pain in this series. He has a couple of home runs as he takes a fastball at 98 right down the middle for a ball. 351 on the season, hitting 14 home runs, 38 RBIs, 1994 Gold Glove Award winner at first base for the Houston Astros. As he fouls one off to the right side, he's quickly behind 0-2. 408 career on-base percentage in 16 seasons as a major leaguer. 0-2 count. Swings at the slider on the outside part of the plate and going away, and goes down swinging for the second strikeout of the ball game for Mr. Josh Gibson. Comes Burleson. Fouls off the sinker. He is hitting .289 on the season, 6 home runs. One of them in this series, 27 home runs. Swings at the changeup way out in front. 0-2 the count. He has 10 doubles, which is good for third on the Red Sox team this year. Gibson looking for another strikeout here. Gets him looking, 98 outside third at the thighs, and 3 batters erased in the inning, all on strikes. 1 hit in the inning, Johnny Damon single. After an inning, it's no score.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Here comes Trey Turner, 279 hitter on the year, no home runs, 5 RBIs, a bit of a funk. We'll see if he can't pull out of that here in this ball game. He started to show signs last time he played, as he had a couple of hits. As he looks at a fastball inside off the plate, taken for a ball. Comes the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
Aaron Nola can't find that release point just as of yet, as Earl Hendricks is the umpire behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. He just called that ball too. Here comes the 2-0 count from Nola. Change up, outside edge, in there over the plate. All strike. 2-1 to count now. Change up down, but in the zone, fouls it off. He doesn't count at 2. In essence, the pitcher has jumped out in front of this one. Looks at the curveball, follows it, fouls it off. 2-2 count again. Hits the curveball again, beats it up the middle. Shortstop's there to Cruz with the throw on the run. And Ellie throws him out at first base for the first out of the inning. Not an easy play, but he makes it look easy, and that's the first out of the inning. Here comes Jose, 371 batter so far this year. Looks at a cut fastball, inside third, and therefore a strike. No home runs, 8 RBIs. Don't get those stats wrong. He does have some pop. But when he hits a home run, he gets homer happy and starts over swinging and starts striking out a lot as he swings and misses that changeup, getting the count to 0-2. Takes that changeup to the opposite side. Second baseman Jackie Robinson there. And just like that, it's 2 outs in the inning. Here comes McCutcheon. 290 batting average on the year. No home runs, 1 RBI, limited play. Swings at the curveball down. And he's
0-1.
stuck at 299 career home runs. Counts 0-1. Fastball, 92. Surprised him when he was up in the zone. Gets him to swing through it. Fouls it off to the right side. 0-2 to count. Fastball down the middle. That also surprised him, I think, as he got under it just a touch and flies out to the opposite field to end the inning. After an inning and a half, there's no score from Fenway.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here's Brooks Robinson
The
leading
third
off.
baseman.
342 batting average.
Robinson.
9 home runs. Absolutely no slouch at the plate. Bob Gibson comes straight at him with a curveball, looking for a strike. He's tied for third on the Red Sox team with those 9 home runs. Fouls off the fastball. He's behind 0-2. Can you imagine if we had the Rays had a bunch of guys with 9 home runs like that? As dominating as they've been so far, they hardly hit any home runs. As he bounces it down to first base, O'Neill takes it himself and records the out. One down.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Here comes De La Cruz, 258 in his rookie season, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs. A lot of pop in that bat. Looks at a fastball, 98 outside edge.
0-1.
He has struck out 44 times, which is tied for second in the American League. 44 times through 40 so games. That is not a good number. Looks at a fastball down, evens the count 1-1. Gibson going right after him. Fastball down and away, hooks it down the right field line, foul. And it's 1-2. Gibson smelling blood in the water now, like a shark. Throws that slider inside, can't get him to bite. Evens the count at 2. Here's a 2-2 pitch.
Ball.
Fastball up and in. Ellie takes
Full
it.
count.
That was a good take by De La Cruz. Runs the count full. 3-2. Here we go. 1 out. Bottom of the second, no score. Sinker fouled off. Barely got a piece of it. Well, that's all you got to do. There's a 3-2 pitch again.
Take your base.
Slider does not come back to the back door, and he walks De La Cruz with 1 out. That's his first walk in the ball game.
The catcher.
And here comes Shea Langoliers hitting 229 on the year. Definite speed threat at first base. Definitely have to watch De La Cruz. He will go. He is a 5-tool player. He's going.
That's the ball.
Sinker down and in. The throw to second base. Gets in. De La Cruz tried to go on the first pitch. Not usually a good idea. And he's thrown out. Good throw right on the money. That's what it took, and they get him. 2 down. Pitch was called a strike, I do believe. Oh, there's a ball. Down and in. Langoliers now hitting with nobody on.
1.
Way out in front of 97.
1-1.
How is that possible? I don't know. At 97, I'm swinging with the catcher's throwing it back to the pitcher.
2-1.
Sinker down and in. Looks at it, takes it for a ball. Counts 2-1.
Strike 2.
Good changeup, down and out of the zone, got him way out in front. Evens the count. 2-2. Gibson throws the slider, and Langoliers barely gets a piece of it. Big wind to deliver from Gibson. Big hook, gets him to ground it to the right side. Carew is there, a couple of steps, takes his time, good throw to first, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left after 2. No score from Beantown.
Leading off for the Rays, The first baseman, number
Here comes Buck
22.
O'Neill, 320 hitter, no home runs, 13 RBIs. Everybody looking for that big knuckle curve to make a lot more appearances and try to get him down. He hasn't gotten very many down so far, but he's been pretty good at not getting hurt by that. Buck O'Neill fouls off that sinker down in, and he quickly goes to 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 count. He gets it off the edge of the handle of the bat and muscled it out, but right at Ellie De La Cruz for an easy out, one down. Here comes the Rosarina, 242 average, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, a 2021 Rookie of the Year. Mr. Personality personified is Mr. O Rosarina. Swings way out in front of a cricket curveball, and that's 1 strike and nothing.
That's the ball. Outside.
Knuckle curve misses outside. Evens the count. 1-1. Knuckle curve down. What everybody said they were going to look for going into this, and he swung all the way through it. He's down 1-2 in the count.
2-2.
Fastball down and in. Almost in the dirt. And that evens the count at 2. 2-2 pitch. Gets it up in the hitting zone just a little bit. He got on top of it, grounded it right to Robinson, throws over to first, and that's 2 down.
The catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here comes the catcher, Yainer Diaz, 363 average, no home runs, 15 RBIs. This will be Aaron Nola's 35th pitch of the ball game. And Diaz hooks it down the left field line. It drops in. And it will be a 2-out single as the Rays get their first hit of the ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod.
Here comes Rod Carew. He's 0 for 1. Looks at his sinker right down the heart of the plate. He's 0 for 4 in the series. He does have an RBI. He flew out in the first. Knuckle curve, swung on and fouled off, 0-2. 74.2 wins above replacement over his career. Curveball, swung on, hit hard to the De La Cruz. He goes to Robinson at second base, and they get the force out. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Halfway through the third, no score.
Leading off.
Here comes
for
Mike
the Red
Cameron,
Sox,
2001
the right fielder,
All-Star, 257 batter this year. And here comes the first pitch of the inning. Fastball, swung on, popped up to right field. McCutcheon is there, takes it easily, 1 down. Swung at 98, in on the hands, and got him to fly out to the opposite field.
Cowser.
Here comes Cowser, 136 on the year, 1 home run, 7 RBIs.
Here.
99 inside edge. Last game he was 3 for 4 with a trio of singles. As he looks at the 0-1 pitch. 100 miles an hour, up and inside quad of the strike zone. Taking 0-2 the count. As the sun sets here in Boston, he looks at 99 at the top edge of the zone on the inside part and takes it. Down on strikes. That's Mr. Gibson's 4th strikeout of the ball game. As here comes Jackie Robinson. Jackie 0 for 1 in the ball game.
That's the ball.
Sinker taking well inside,
1 ball,
0-1.
no strike.
1 down swinging his first time at bat.
Hee-haw.
Fastball, 99, right down,
1-1.
right down Main Street, and he swings through it. Jackie Robinson won the batting championship in 1949 for the Dodgers. They were still in Brooklyn. As he fouls off fastball down and away, count goes to 1-2. Gibson, 36th pitch of the ball game. He threw a slider and stayed over the plate a little bit too much as Jackie Robinson goes yard. It's a solo shot on a slider that was supposed to be away 374 feet, and he hooks it, gets it in the air, and puts it out over the top of the monster, putting the Red Sox up 1-0. Like I said, you cannot sleep on Jackie Robinson or a few of the other guys that do not have the big home run numbers. They are perfectly capable of doing what Jackie just did right there and taking the legendary Bob Gibson yard over that 37-foot high wall and left and giving the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. Here comes Damon. He's 1 for 1. Fastball, and Johnny's all over it and hooks it foul into the stands. Thrown at 100, hit at 99. He's 2 for 10 in the series, including the single in the first. He has an RBI.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Fastball in, taken. Ball 1. Johnny Damon tied on for second on the Red Sox with 32 runs scored. Means he gets on base an awful lot.
Ball.
Curveball up and away, taken for a ball. 2-1. Swung at the changeup and hammered it right to the shortstop, but it's taken in. And that retires the side, but not before Jackie Robinson puts one out over the monster here in Fenway. A third of the way home, it's Red Sox 1, Rays nothing.
Leading off for the Rays, the shortstop.
Here comes Mateo, 1 for 5 in the series. 0 for 1 so far in the ball game.
1-0.
Fastball up, taken for a ball. Last game he was in, 1 for 4 with a single. Looks at a fastball on the inside edge at 92, taken for a strike. 1-1 to count. Swings at a circle change down and away, tries to drop it down the right field line, but the fielder is there and makes the play. 1 down. Here comes Mantle. He flew out in the first. Hard hit to center, but just didn't catch it right. Bouncing ball up the middle. De La Cruz with the diving stop up to one knee. Makes it go. Gets him by us. The slimmest of margins. A hell of a play by De La Cruz, and just like that, there are 2 outs. Look at this, diving out onto the outfield grass and getting Mano by about 8 inches. 87.2 mile an hour throw from his knees. You have got to be kidding me. There's pitchers that can't throw that. As Turner comes up to the plate, 0 for 1 in the ball game, looks at a knuckle curve down, taken for a ball. He grounded out in the second inning himself. Fastball up, fouls it off to the right side, and that will even the count. 1 out. Knuckle curve down, taken for a ball. 2-1 to count. Circle change. Swung on, fouled off. 2-2 to count.
Count full.
Knuckle curve going away. Loads the count. 3-2. Sinker down the middle, fouls it off to the right. Still 3-2. Busts him in with a fastball at 92 and destroys his bat as he pops to the first baseman to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Rays there, thanks to some excellent defense and great pitching. After 3.5, 1-0 Red Sox.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Here comes Bagwell. 0 for 1 so far in this one.
No, that's
Fastball
outside.
away, taken, 98 off the plate, ball 1. 1132 OPS for Bagwell so far. Excellent, excellent.
Ball.
Take it for a ball down. 2-0. The wind to delivery, the rock, the fire. Sinker over the heart of the plate. He tries to split the outfielders. McCutcheon is there to backhand it, keep it from going to the gap towards the bullpens. Then to hold Bagwell to the single. 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Got too much of the plate, and Bagwell deposits it out in the right center. Not a threat to run, but may throw a surprise party on occasion. Here comes Burleson, 0 for 1. Swings out the first pitch fastball, 99 up, fouls it off. Strike 1. 1 for 5 in the series, a home run, and an RBI. Swung at another fastball. This one got in on his hands. He flies behind third base. Turner is there, takes the ball, and makes the play. 1 down. Bagwell, no chance to advance on that, obviously. As Brooks Robinson comes up. He's 1 for 9 in the series with a double. He grounded out his first time at bat. Probably going to try to get Brooks to hit it on the ground. There we go. And once again, Carew, instead of just going to second base with the throw, decides to tag the runner. They get him this time, throw on to first, and it's a double play. Score at 4-3. And the Red Sox are turned away here in the 4th. After 1-0 Boston. Here comes Jose, 0 for 1, lined out his first time at bat. This will be the 50th pitch of the ball game for Aaron Nola.
That's a ball.
And it's a cutter down at 87,
1-0.
taken for a ball. Series, last 6 games, he's hitting .476. Swings through a fastball up.
1-1.
Changed his eye level, got him to swing through it. And the count's even at 1. Swung at a sinker. It was up a little bit, but he fouled it off. 1-2 to count. Busted him in with a fastball, gets him to pop it up. Bagwell has a bead on it and catches it in fair territory for the first out of the inning. Nola around the plate, but he's not letting him get good contact on it. Goodwood is not in the hood this evening as of yet, as here comes McCutcheon, 0 for 1. Looks at a knuckle curve inside, ball 1.
Wow.
Last game he was in, he was 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
2-0.
They set up fastball there, 2-0. Gets a changeup. He squared it up nicely, but right at the center fielder. And just like that, there's 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Comes Buck O'Neill, he lied out in the 3rd. He's 2 for 10 in the series with a triple and an RBI. He gets a hold of a cut fastball, and he's way out early. Hooks it to the left side for a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman Jackie Robinson fields it, throws it. Bagwell gets him by a step, and the inning is over. The Rays not showing much life through the first half of the game. Halfway home, they only have 1 hit, as it's Boston 1, Tampa none.
Leading off.
Here comes De La Cruz. He walked his first time at bat. Here's the line of the pitch. Ooh, he got a piece of that one, but he got under it. High fly. Jose is out there in center, camped under it, and makes the play. High fly, center field, but it's caught. 101 off the bat. And hit it probably about 250 feet into the air. Here comes Langoliers. 0 for 1 on the ball game. Swing and a miss at the curveball on the inside edge. Strike one. 0 for 3 in his last game played. He struck out once.
No,
Fastball just off the outside edge, taken for a ball. 1-1 count. Sinker down and in. 1-2. Comes the wind, delivery, the pitch. Fouls off the changeup just off the plate. And it remains 1-2. Gibson's 52nd pitch of the game. Barely got a hold of the slider. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball.
Tried the slider again, he wasn't biting. And that evens the count at 2-2. Throws the sinker in, gets him to foul it off to the right side. Kutch, no chance at that. Once again, 2-2 count.
Count is
Throws the
full.
curve in the dirt, doesn't get into bites. Full count. Three-two pitch, swing at 98 up and out of the zone for a strike, and then he's out. That's the 5th strikeout for Gibson,
The right fielder,
and
number
the 2nd
44,
out of the inning for the Red Sox. Here comes Cameron.
Cameron.
He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Sinker breaks a little bit too far inside, taken for a ball. Cameron 55.9, one above replacement throughout his career. 1-0 pitch.
Yeehaw.
Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He's out
1-1.
in front of 99. That takes talent to be out in front of 99 down the middle. 1-1.
Strike two.
Tries to check his swing up on that slider going away from him, and he can't do it. Now he's behind in the count, 1-2.
2-2.
Looks at that slider. He's not biting on that. He's like, oh, no, not this time. 2-2 count. Change up. Outside edge. Slow grounder to Mateo. Throws to first and gets him by a step and a half. And the inning is over. After 5, it's 1-0 Boston.
Leading off to the Rays.
Here comes Rosarino, 0 for 1. Grounded out in the first.
Rosarino.
First at bat. Looks at a changeup. Taking for a strike. Swung at that changeup, hit it at 95, but right at Robinson at second. He fields it cleanly and makes a good throw to Bagwell. And 1 down. 95 off the bat. They're starting to hit really hard, but still only 1 hit in the ball game for the Tampa Bay Rays. Diaz swings at the first pitch fastball and misses. Down in the count, 0-1. Ground ball down the third base line, but just foul. Just foul. 0-2 count. Fastball popped up to right. Man is there and handles it easily. 2 down. Here comes Rod Carew. He's 0 for 2 with a fly on the ground out. 343 on the season. Rays need to get something going here in the 6th. He gets a fastball to hit, and it will be a fly ball to the opposite field in front of the track, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rays yet again after 5.5. It's 1-0 Bean Eaters.
Leading off for the Red Sox. The left fielder.
Comes Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
Yeehaw.
Fastball 97 outside edge in that first strike call. Cowser 0 for 1. Down in the count, 0-1. Swings through 98 on the outside third at the thighs, and it's strike 2. 0-2 the count. Looks at a slider on the outside part of the plate, and he goes down looking for the 6th strikeout of the night for Mr. Bob
The
Gibson.
second baseman,
First out of the inning for the Red Sox. Here comes Jackie Robinson. Last time at bat, he got a hold of the slider that didn't quite slide enough and put it deep into the seats above the monster and gave the Boston Red Sox a 1-0 lead, which they still hold. They haven't lost it or added to it as of yet. And there is some hard contact to right field. McCutcheon on his horse as Jackie got a hold of that fastball.
Center fielder.
Just hit to the wrong part of this yard. And it's hit second out. Here comes Damon. He singled his first time at bat.
Ball.
Fastball and
1 ball.
and
no
off
strike.
the plate. 1,156 RBIs over 19 seasons for Johnny Damon. Sure seemed like he drove in more runs than that, but he looks at that pitch and so they're called for a strike. 1-1 the count. Swings at a sinker off the plate. And the count goes to 1-2. The run, the delivery, the rock, the fire. He gets him to swing at a sinker down and away. Slow bouncer to Carew over to O'Neill, and the inning is over. 2/3 of the way home here in Boston, and it's still 1-0 Red Sox. Here comes Mateo, 1 for 6 in the series, 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. He has a lot of speed. Brooks Robinson over at third base, playing even with the bag, anticipating a possible bunt. Mateo, if he's going to try to lay one down, he needs to push it to the right side and try to beat the pitcher to first base, which I'm sure he can do. Swings at a sinker about a foot inside, evens the count at 1. Hammers a fastball down the left field line. 1 hops the monster. He's rounding first. He's going to get to second base with a leadoff double. Let's Ray's second hit of the ball game.
Up next for Tampa
And that's
Bay,
his 4th double of the
designated
year.
hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Just a little bit in front of that fastball, but he hooked it right down the line. And you don't play down the line here in Fenway with that monster 310 feet away. But here comes Mantle. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He hammers a fastball to the left side. And Mateo's going to try to score on that. The throw is up the line. He'll score it easily. And Mantle with a 101 mile an hour base hit to the left side off of a 93 mile an hour sinker ties this game at 1. And just like that, the Rays are starting to show life. 2 hits and 2 consecutive pitches. And don't look now, but here comes Trey Turner. 0 for 2, a pop-up, a ground out. Needs to do something to get going here. Gonna try to get him to roll into 2, I'm sure. He gets something to hit. Sinker up in the zone, but he lines it straight to the center fielder, Johnny Damon. Makes the play easily, and that's 1 out. Merrill goes back to first base. 88 off the bat. Solid contact. Great pitch to hit. Here comes Jose, 0 for 2.
Jose Siri.
He swings at a fastball in on his hands and flies out to right. Ball's caught, and there's 2 outs. A little bit anxious, Here comes Catch, 0 for 2, fly out, line out.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Mantle trying to take second base. The throw is not going to be in time, and he throws a surprise party. McCutcheon takes it for a ball. That's Merrill's first stolen base of the year, and he got a little bit of a late break on that one. Throw wasn't perfect, and he's in there with a stolen base. Good stop on that breaker, breaking away from the batter. as Presley and Carl Edwards Jr., both righties, getting warmed up in the Red Sox bullpen. Fastball outside edge, taken for a strike, 2-1 the count. This will be the 10th pitch of the inning for Nola, 74th of the game, as he tries to get out of this little bit of a jam. Ground ball, hard hit to short. De La Cruz is up with it. Over to Bagwell, inning over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We're at the stretch, and it's all tied, 1 apiece.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here comes Bagwell,
The
1
first
for
baseman,
2, single on the 4th.
Bagwell.
Ball.
First pitch of the ball, down low, taken for a ball. 98, 1-0 pitch. Fastball hammered, but to the right side and into the vomitory. Even it up at 1.
Ball.
Slider just off the plate, taken for a ball. Not getting in the swing at that.
Ball.
Sinker inside off the plate, and just like that, it's 3-1. Alec Burleson's on deck. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
That's out.
And Bagwell looks at ball 4 on a changeup outside, and the leadoff man is walked. That
Leading
usually
off
spells
for the
trouble.
Red Sox. The
Alec
designated
Burleson
hitter,
comes up. He's 1 for 6 in the series with a home run.
Burleson.
Bagwell may try to throw his own surprise party to get in the scoring position as the infielders are playing double play depth.
Yeah.
Fastball inside edge at the thighs, taking that 97, strike 1. Hammered foul to the left side. Evens drops the count to 0-2. Looks at a sinker on the outside edge at the knees, and he becomes Bob Gibson's 7th strikeout victim of the night. And there's 1 out. Here comes Brooks Robinson. He's 1 for 10 in the series with a double. They're going to try to get Brooks to roll 1 over and ground it to 2. Looks at a changeup, inside edge, strike 1. Bagwell staying. Robinson swinging through 98 at the top of the zone. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Slider fouled off to the left side. Still 0-2. Looks at a changeup down. Bagwell trying for second base on that. He will be thrown out at second base. And that will be the 2nd out of the inning for the Red Sox, as that is a ball in the dirt. Great stop by Diaz. Better throw to get the hustling Bagwell, but not the fleetest of foot. Not a bad idea by Bagwell. He had a good chance to make it, but a perfect throw gets him. And there's 2 outs. And just like that, what you know it, the next pitch, Brooks Robinson rips a single right back up the box. And with 2 outs, he gets a single. That usually happens like that, doesn't it? Runner gets thrown out, and the hitter gets a single on next pitch. Here comes Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 1. He walked once. Hard ground ball to Turner, drops it down, throws to second base, gets him by out. Fraction of an inch had to be. Gets the force out second to retire the side after 7. It's 1-1. Here comes Carl Edwards Jr., his 24th appearance, 0-1 record, 7 holes, 25 innings pitched. 5.04 ERA, strikeout rate of 15.6%. Right-handers are hitting 246 against him. Lefties are hitting 167. Carl Edwards was the next last pitcher on the mound in that Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. Before Montgomery came in and got the final out. Here comes Buck O'Neill. 0 for 2 in the ball game. High octane is Carl Edwards Jr. As he throws a slurve to make me look stupid. Strike one. Got that curveball up in the zone and on the hands, but gets him to fly out to right field on that pitch. And just like that, there's one out. Comes to Rosarena. He's 0 for 2. Swings a 95-mile-an-hour fastball up and away, fouls it off that way. 0-1 pitch coming.
1-1.
Curveball way up high. Presley is now joined by Stanek out and right. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He gets his slurve or cutter, it looked like. Flies out to center, and that's 2 outs as Damon corrals it
Now
easily.
catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Comes Diaz. He's 3 for 6 in the series with a triple, 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Slurve up high, swung through it. A little bit out in front. Cutter in off the hands, jammed and got him to fly to the opposite field, and he is retired by the right fielder, and that is the inning. Going to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 1.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Langoliers coming up 0 for 2, strike out and ground out. With Edwards coming in, you would think that's a lot of fastballs. I don't think he threw a fastball in that inning. This Langoliers looks like a sinker, and there's strike called. '85th pitch of the ball game. Grounded over to Turner, throws over to O'Neill, gets him easily, 1 down.
Pinch hitting for the Red Sox. Number 22.
Here comes Juan Soto, 305 hitter, 5th in the American League, 12 home runs, 36 RBIs. Weapons off the bench personified for both squads.
That's in. Ball.
And the Red Sox are the first ones to tip their hand. As Soto takes it inside for a ball. 1-0 count coming. Fouls off a fastball, over the middle, down in the zone. 1-1 count.
Ball.
Fastball down and away, take it for a ball. 2-1 count to Mr. Juan Soto.
Here.
Curveball beautifully thrown, backdoored him. 2-2. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch.
Full count.
Front door slider does not bite on it. Full count. 3-2. 1 out. 1-1 tie. Bottom of the 8th.
That's ball.
Looks at a fastball at 98 in off the plate. Ball 4. His 3rd walk allowed by Gibson. And here comes another pitcher, Jake Cronenworth, 286. No home runs, 3 RBIs, 2-time All-Star in 21 and 22. Garrett Hampson will come on and pinch hit for Soto at first base. So the Red Sox are emptying the bench here in the bottom of the 8th.
That's the ball.
Sinker down and away. Ball 1. As Kenton Maeda and Satchel Paige get up in the Rays pen. Hampson, big lead over at first base.
Hey.
Fastball down the middle at the knees. Take it for a strike, 1-1. Wow, fastball up at 98, 1-1 off the bat and onto the roof down the right field line. Cronenworth way out in front of that one. Think he was expecting it?
Rick!
And he wasn't expecting the change up on the outside edge as he's way out in front of that. 8th strikeout in the game for Gibson, and there's 2 outs. Here comes Jackie Robinson. He has accounted for the only Red Sox run tonight with a solo home run. He is 1 for 3. Ground ball off of the sinker, and he's behind in the count. 0-1. Ground ball on the slider. Turner takes a short route over to second base, and that retires the side. At the end of 8, it's still a 1-1 tie here in New England. Gary Hampson stays in the game to play right field.
Now in left, number
Aaron
12,
Hicks will go into
Aaron
left.
Hicks. Leading off for the Rays.
Batting Rod
The second
Carew,
baseman,
0 for 6 in the
Rod
series. He has an RBI, 0 for 3 tonight. And Carl Edwards Jr. only threw 7 pitches in his first inning of work, so he's going to go out there again.
Outside. That's a
And
ball.
starts off with a slurve off the plate, ball 1. Brian Presley is now joined by Gabe Spear out in the bullpen. Another righty. As Rod Carew
Yeah!
going to try to make the kid work now.
1 ball, 1
Throws a
strike.
fastball at 95 in there for a strike, taken. 1-1 the count. Fastball in on the hands, and they swing again. A lot of that tonight, jamming themselves as he pops up to Robinson, and there's 1 out. Mateo's up, 1 for 3. Doubled his last time at bat down the left field line and scored a run on Mantle's single to left. Ball. He's out in front and he hooked it. Still 2-2 to count. Fastball coming. In for strike 3, 2 outs. Cutter right over the heart of the plate, strike 1. Good pitch though, good pitch. Fouls off the curveball, 0-2. Pops it up. And he leads off the bottom of the 9th for the still 0-2 to count. the split tomorrow.
For our ball game tonight, for the
That would have been an incredible play.
2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Rays, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
As we look at the box score before signing off tonight, for the Rays, who came out on the short end of the stick tonight, not a common occurrence, that ends their 9-game winning streak. Here are the box scores. Rod Carew was 0 for 4. Jorge Mateo was 1 for 4. The run scored in a strikeout. Mickey Mantle knocked him in. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI. This, when you have this much of a stretch of 0-fers in the game, you face some good pitching or some impatient hitting. This is a combination of both. Trey Turner, 0 for 3. Jose Siri, 0 for 3. Andrew McCutcheon, 0 for 3. Buck O'Neill, 0 for 3. Randy Arozarena, 0 for 3. No walks, no strikeouts for anybody in that stretch. And Yainer Diaz was 1 for 3. The Rays only struck out the one time. That was Mateo. He also had his 4th double of the year. Mickey Mantle drove in his 34th. He also stole his first base of the season. Bob Gibson pitched to Jim, made one little mistake to Jackie Robinson, and he made him pay for it with a solo home run. But overall, Bob Gibson, no decision, 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. It was a Jackie Robinson home run, 3 walks that did not really come back to hurt him. Struck out 8. His ERA goes to 3.20. Kenta Maeda settled with the loss, pitched a third of an inning, gave up the walk-off home run to Jeff Bagwell. It was earned. His ERA goes to 2.57. For the victorious Bean Eaters of Boston, Jackie Robinson was 1 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. I'll get right here, folks. Johnny Damon was 1 for 4. Jeff Bagwell, 2 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. He had the whole gamut tonight. Alec Barrelson was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Brooks Robinson was 1 for 3. Ellie De La Cruz, 0 for 2 with a walk. Shane Langoliers was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Mike Kammerer was 0 for 2. He was pinch hit for with Juan Soto, who walked. Garrett Hampson also then pinch ran for Juan Soto and was left on base. Colton Cowser was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He was lifted in for defensive purposes, but not before being pinch hit by Jake Cronenworth, who was 0 for 1 and struck out in that pinch hit appearance, and Aaron Hicks finished the game out in left field for Colton Cowser. Jeff Bagwell walks it off with the solo home run into the Boston bullpen, his 15th on the season. Jackie Robinson, his 6th to get it going for Boston early. Bagwell's 39th RBI, Jackie Robinson, his 18th, and Brooks Robinson grounded into the only double play for Boston. Ellie De La Cruz was caught stealing for the 3rd time this year. The pitching line for the Red Sox, extremely impressive, very good game on the mound. For Aaron Nola, no decision. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. His ERA goes to 5.69. A very good night for Aaron Nola. And Carl Edwards Jr., one of the better performances so far of the year. He gets the win. He pitched a beautiful 2 innings of work, struck out 1. His ERA finally dips below 5 at 4.67. Once again, your player of the game, Jeff Bagwell, 2 for 3, a home run, walk-off fashion. Carl Edwards Jr. with the win. Kenta Maeda with his first loss. Rays, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Red Sox, victorious Red Sox, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And that will do it for us here tonight in Boston. We will see you tomorrow for the 4th and final game of this series. The Red Sox try to gain a split with the Rays at 2, as the Rays will go into tomorrow leading the series 2-1. For everybody here in Boston and for the St. Pete, Tampa Bay, Pinellas County family, be good to everyone. Be good to each other. Be good to animals, and stay out of jail.